Texas Gaming Industries. Welcome back to episode of 12, part 2 of my Let's Play of Transport Fever 2. In the previous episode, we arrived on the little tropical island of Mallorca, and now we are starting operations to get the airport constructed in Palma so we can get people onto this tropical island. Our ships are currently loading up with stone, which I'm going to send out right away. And ship Group B, ship number 2, is arriving picking up the steel and taking it back to Mallorca for the construction site. All the while, I think I need to change the vehicles on these buses. Because, jeez, these Daimler deck seat car buses, those are so old. Not to mention, I want to save these Mercedes-Benz 0600 into something a little different. So let's basically replace them all with these buses, so I can save a little bit of money and save those special luxury buses for my island operations. Not to mention, my Zurich station is starting to gain some popularity with my locals for passenger service. Because my express trains are actually starting to make a bit of money. Well, they'll need a little bit more money to cover their maintenance and operational costs, but hopefully that will basically be the case pretty soon. All I just have to do, though, is just deliver 10 units of steel and 10 units of construction material, and then everything will be set. Oh, it's taking our ships a bit of a sweet time to get over here. Plus, I also want to get started on some other industries on the side, primarily the brewing industry, as there's a grain farm and there's a brewery right there. So might as well earn some extra money by transporting grain from the local farm to the brewery to produce some alcoholic drinks. I mean, I'll need that eventually for my tourists to drink. What do they expect to have? Just water? I don't think so, because they came to have fun. They want to have fun. So, this place requires alcohol, so does that, so I'll have to build a particular stop to unload the grain, build another one to deliver said alcohol to various other locations on the map. Just this. Alright. We'll get a truck route to go through that way. Truck route D. And we'll purchase a couple of these dump trucks for the long distance trip. Let's see. Where could I drop off the beer at? That seems like a good spot. And I also need to drop off the beer as well in this particular location. Speaking of which, I'm gonna basically put player ownership so no one can build on that road. This is truck route E1, because E1 will basically, well, E1, E2 will pick up the alcohol and take them into town. So at the same time, my towns will not only grow, but I will be able to make a bit of a decent profit. But don't worry, an inner city bus operation will be...
Your travel organization is cleared for takeoff. Offer direct flights from flight destinations where your targeted clientele comes from, so the vacationers soon arrive in droves.
Now that the construction materials have arrived... No, I didn't want to purchase 19. I wanted to purchase just 10 and put them onto E2. Now we just need to basically construct the airport. I have a feeling that we'll need to use every resource available, so we'll have one there, but we'll also need to build a cargo spot and add a depot to purchase planes. And plus, since it's big enough, we can add an extra one runway to make it a lot easier for our planes to enter and exit the airport. So, let's see. Oh, before I do that, I'll need to get a bus stops ready.
This is a final call for all remaining passengers to proceed immediately to boarding in gate 148. YB flight BD 872 to Southampton.
Okay.
This is a final call for all remaining passengers to proceed immediately to boarding in gate 148.
Alright. Let's see. Now it does for some darn reason. Not smooth, but it'll do. But now that my buses are available for service, might as well get started on my intercity bus operations. Intercity buses will basically be, let's see, brown. Intercity bus route A. Intercity bus route B. And intercity bus route C. I forgot to put the T in there. And I also need to put down some bus stops for my passengers. Let's see. That'll be for the bus stop to the airport. There. That one for there. And this one for there. That should basically do it. Let's see. Airport shuttle A. All shuttles will basically be in orange. Airport shuttle B. And airport shuttle C. Though I'm gonna basically use the advanced platform selecting operator to basically get all the platforms in case there are so many multiple buses, it's blocking up the platforms. Now, time to get started on my passenger planes. Palma Airport to Frankfurt. Air Route A. Air Route B. And Air Route C. With all those airplanes now, it's going to be very much a busy place. But now I need to find an airplane that's big enough. Let's see, the only airplanes available are the Lockheed Super Constellations. That's fine. They carry 19 passengers each. Let's give them all a unique livery. Let's give them this. Put the first two on the Frankfurt route. These two on the Vienna route. On the Zurich route. These two.
Your business idea works. Hordes of people want to spend their vacation on the island. Whether men or women, the tourists have very different priorities depending on the country they come from. Provide for maximum vacation enjoyment by satisfying their very specific needs. Make sure that the island does justice to the preferences shown by all travelers.
But first of all, I gotta get my buses in order. First of all, I gotta get my bus routes up and running. Let's see. I'll assign 3 buses to the airport shuttles. And now I have to basically satisfy all of my customer demands.
Germans like it when everything is above board and clean. Although they're the ones who leave behind the biggest mountains of trash. See to it that they're not bothered too much by their own garbage and clean up the beaches from time to time.
Now there's no trash model on this, so it's all these stones. Let's see. There we go. Germany is pleased. But what about the
People
Swiss?
from Switzerland like to have things cultivated, cool, and shady. In other words, as boring as possible, which matches their temperament. A well-thought-out vegetation concept will increase their sense of well-being.
And now they just want me to place down trees. Simple as that. But what about the Austrians?
If they have their way, people from Austria on vacation do the same thing they do at home. They go hiking. Place signposts so that slightly confused hikers don't just wander aimlessly across the landscape.
Which is basically a very important thing. We'll place one down there. Place another right here. And now, I'll put them at a couple of different junctions so they all know where to go. Let's see. I have one up there. I have one here. I have one of these right here, surprisingly. And this should basically take care of my customer demands.
Thanks to your efforts, Mallorca is becoming more and more popular as a holiday destination. But even so, the transportation infrastructure leaves a lot to be desired. Anyone who is ripe for being on an island doesn't want to wear themselves out there with unnecessary long walks. Provide an appropriate variety of transportation options so that vacationers feel good from head to toe. Both the fuel supply and the transportation infrastructure have to be clearly improved so that everything runs smoothly.
Conservation? I wonder what's going on.
The tourism boom has its downsides too. It poses a threat to the island's wildlife. But it's precisely this diversity of fauna that attracts guests from Switzerland with money in their pockets. Take measures so that the populations of endangered species don't shrink any further. And the Swiss clientele keeps coming in the future too, and leaves its money here.
Well, I want to basically make a good environment, so let's do it.
Increased shipping puts a lot of pressure on all kinds of marine animals all around the island. You ought to counteract this by establishing protected areas where shipping is kept to a minimum.
It is just gotta make sure that my ships aren't basically in this red circle until after that thing is gone. Which can be right now. But now, wondering about the airport.
The island has a remarkable variety of avifauna, birds. See to it that the increasing air traffic doesn't inconvenience them too much.
Well, it's gonna be difficult to get all the planes off of that area for a short time, so I'm just gonna sell them off for now and just purchase some new ones in the shop. I'll purchase 6 and just give them this new coat of paint. And once that ticker is up, oh, they can't even be allowed to stay in the depot. Great. Well, even so, it shouldn't take too long.
872 to Southampton, all remaining passengers to receive immediately. The boarding ticket 148.
Now I just need to basically get a little more stuff in. But what about my trains over on the mainland, though?
The development of the transportation infrastructure leaves its mark. In the form of lizards run over on the roads. Make sure that the reptiles can cross the road as safely as possible, at least in the area where they breed.
Which basically means these trucks on truck routes B and C need to go for now. Let's see, is there any other vehicles going on to this section of road? No. We're waiting until this ticker is gone. But, however, as I was about to say, my trains are starting to basically make a bit of a profit. Because my express train has basically made a profit, but I'm waiting for my 2 local trains.
Thanks to your efforts, the island fauna is recovering splendidly. And the enthusiastic, nature-loving travelers from Switzerland keep on stuffing your cash registers.
And besides, conservation is a good thing. Now, we gotta get some of those vehicles back into service, transporting construction materials. Let's basically do this, put them on Route B, and purchase 10 of these to deliver construction materials. Let's see. Now I gotta get my airplanes back up as well. I'll just purchase the 6 as usual. Get them all repainted. Put 2 of them on each particular air route. And now we just gotta deliver fuel into town. I think we'll basically use this area here to pick up loads of fuel and deliver them into town. Let's see. Alright. Then I'll just need a small truck stop to deliver the loads of, well, fuel to town. Also need to have another one to deliver fuel. large landing for ships, and then I'll set up a new route. One to pick up fuel and deliver it to this harbor. Ship route C. Ooh dear, I'm only in the 2-digit million mark. Hopefully it will be enough. I should also...
The guests drift in. The mood is on the rise. Several very selective gentlemen have said they're coming too. They're eager to retire to the privacy of a lovely finca to chill out. Make sure that they feel really good there.
Alright, now we just need to do is just deliver alcohol, which our trucks are currently doing. And trucks F1 to 3 will be picking up fuel.
Is this a party or what? The island has never seen a huge wingding like this.
Alright. Now we got 2 out of the 3 missions completed. Well, 2 out of the 3 bonus missions. But now we gotta get the rest of these fuel deliveries done. But I think this will basically do for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this episode on my Let's Play of Transport Fever 2, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Texas Gaming Industries for new video uploads every Friday or Saturday, depending on my outside schedule. And as always, I want to thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye!